How do I want to leave this country to my children? Point blank. I want to leave my boot print. I want every dipshit in this country to feel me inside of them, deep inside their soul. And they're going to tremble when I'm gone.
How do I want this country to be? 3 things. Predictable, consumable, and fashionable.
I don't want to play games, America. The only games I play are bowling, Uno, cornhole, shooting animals until they die a horrific death, and a friendly game of pickup basketball at the local YMCA.
I come from a small town. Some call it a big town. Some call it a big small town. Some call it a small big town. I call it America. That's where I learned my values. I have 3 values: respect, gratitude, and responsibility.
When I was growing up, we didn't have much. I had to make a name for myself. So did my brother Tarly. We both got part-time jobs at the local slaughterhouse. That's where I learned that a dead animal is a mere stepping stone to the path of righteousness. That's where I found God. One of the cows swallowed a whole Bible one day. An entire Bible. You believe that? That's where I learned that animals don't deserve to live.
It was at the slaughterhouse where I learned these 3 simple rules: respect, following through, and happiness. I followed those rules, and then I scrapped them and came up with 3 new ones: proficiency, loyalty, and hard work.
A lot of good men died at that slaughterhouse, and a lot of stupid fucking animals died too.
Why do I want to run? 3 reasons: integrity, proficiency, and reliability.
That was back before the FDA was up our asses about what kind of meats were proper meats. We pretty much slaughtered anything with legs and a brain that wasn't fully functioning. We're talking muskrats, beavers, rats, rattlesnakes, regular snakes, you name it, we slaughtered it. And that was our slogan. And that's how my brother and I will run this presidency, without regard to any life that isn't human life, and any human life that doesn't belong in the same tax bracket as us.
Vote Tarly Dowdy at your upcoming caucus. Cool.
That might have been spot on.
Yeah. Do you know how to turn the bass down on?
So, how'd you guys make your fortune?
A lot of guys come up to me and my brother and they say, "How'd you make your fortune?" Much like you just did. It's a simple question. And it's a simple answer. It's a Hot Guys and Baby Animals calendar.
One day we're at the slaughterhouse and we asked ourselves, how do we make more money? That night we sat down by the fire and we asked ourselves, what do we know best?
So the first thing that came to mind was, we work at a slaughterhouse and we're surrounded by baby animals on a consistent basis, on a daily basis. Second thing that comes to mind is all the beefcakes that work at the plant. Yeah, all the beefcakes.
Lots of beefcakes.
And their tight wife beaters splatter with animal blood.
So that's when we put the 2 together. We kept the animals alive, and that's when we came up with the Hot Guys and Baby Animal calendar poster.
Yeah.
This is a success.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Got it.
How do you guys feel about family values?
Ooh, good one. Yeah.
I got this.
Okay.
Well, you see, we grew up a strict Christian family on a strict Christian diet.
Amen.
Every Sunday was church and then straight to the slaughterhouse.
Have either of you been married?
No, I have not. Daryl?
I have been, temporarily, until I came home one night and found my brother over here balls deep in the missus. But it only brought us closer together.
Amen.
Amen. They say that there's nothing quite like a bond between a man and his brother until you become Eskimo brothers with him, and then that's deeper than blood.
Next question?
Any children?
No.
Yeah, I have 2 beautiful children, yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful children.
How often do you see your children?
I don't. Next question, please.
Next question.
Yeah.
So both of you are running for president.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I know it's kind of strange, but you see, we're taking a new approach to America and its values. In the slaughterhouse, you work as two.
Yeah, and me and my brother did this. So the first person comes along, and you kind of get in the mind of the animal, and you convince the animal. You kind of caress the animal,
Calm it down a little bit.
calm it down a little bit, and you can convince the animal that it's not going to be murdered.
And then the other one comes in and slices his throat.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's the approach that we're trying to take with the American people.
What is your current living situation?
I'm glad you asked. Me and my brother Tarly here, we own a duplex, and we're modest men. We're not multi-millionaire. I mean, we are, but we don't need the glitz and glamour of, say, Hollywood or something like that.
We do share beds together.
Absolutely, we share a bed. Because frankly, all brothers should share a bed.
That's what we do.
It's kind of what brothers do.
We wake up at the same time.
We do.
Brush our teeth.
Together, and then we eat some breakfast,
and we go straight to talking politics.
Right after the slaughterhouse talk. You talk slaughterhouse, you talk politics. That's how we were raised, quite frankly. So.
Yeah.
What do you both do most evenings?
Ooh. Well, usually we go down to the local tavern and tie one on.
Hell yeah.
We all have our shortcomings, and we're both habitual drinkers.
Absolutely.
Not the good kind, the angry kind.
Yeah, but the functioning kind. The kind that we can go out and it really suits us in the the slaughterhouse world, in the political world, and even in the hunt guys and baby animals calendar world. It really does. It suits us well, and it helps us, and we have no shame in that.
It's working.
It's working.
It's got us this far.
It's got us this far. And it's going to get us all the way to the top.
It's going to get us to the White House.
Absolutely, yeah. Vote for us, Daryl Terrell, at your local caucus.